This is Three Beards Media. Real talk, no filters, no scripts. From sports to culture, we say what others won't. Turn it up, lock in, because it all starts right now. Live from the AKC Andrew Downs Studios and powered by Revelton Distilling Company.
Late night shows in a big screen glow. Popcorn's popping, let the credits roll. Debated plots, who's wrong, who's right. Neither backs down without a fight. We'll argue till the sun comes up, but deep down we know what's up. Through every word, through every scene, you're just like me, it's in our genes. Like father, like daughter, it's written in stone. Two stubborn hearts, but we're never alone. Laughing, fighting, loving the ride. At the end of the day, we stand side by side. By side. Sunday dinner, plate stacked high, debating best bites, which sauce to try. You love the heat, I take it mild. Same old story, same old style. We'll argue till the sun comes up, but deep down we know what's up. Through every word, through every scene, you're just like me. It's in our genes.
Hey everybody, welcome to our new little setup we got going on here. I wouldn't say upgrading because we just moved from my desk to the basement to the couch.
I would say our comfortability is an upgrade.
100%.
For sure.
100%.
We also have our guest star here today.
Yes, Miss Callahan.
Yes, Miss Callahan. She will probably, whenever we do a setup like this, she will probably be here.
With us. I think we should do this all the time.
I do too. I think this is the new
Once
move.
we get, we got some new mics and stuff like that. It's kind of like a little cozy studio for like father, like daughter. Now, if we just get, and it's clean back here.
Yes, you're welcome. I cleaned up your mess.
It wasn't my mess.
It was okay. We need a poll.
We need a ruling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So put a poll up.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know.
Go ahead. Tell them what.
Anyway,
we're doing.
okay.
Put it on Twitter. Oh no, wait. I can do it in our
That's
system.
exactly.
You didn't know that.
Yes, I did.
New poll. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll type it out here.
All right. Well, it's more like a case study scenario.
Okay.
How do I explain it?
Okay,
let me just explain what happened.
No, yeah. Chris watched.
Okay.
Chris
so
watched
I
Callie.
on Friday
Yes.
went to work and Dad came home early from work on Friday, which was great. And I had one of her new toys in a bag because it was a rope and ball toy. And I know that she destroys those fast. I thought you knew that because we had to confiscate so many of Bubba's toys from her because she would tear them to shreds. So I put it up on the table back in the bag that it came in. And then my dad was watching her on Friday and let her out early. And I'm always very appreciative when he works from home or comes home early, he lets her out and watches her. However, he found her chewing some brush that belonged to nobody. It's clearly his brush. He just didn't know what it was from. And so he gave her this toy instead. Totally fine. But then he didn't watch her play with it. Again, totally fine. She made a giant mess with the toy. But then he told me to clean it up because it was my dog.
Right, yes.
However, whenever I'm home with the dogs, if Bubba makes a mess, I have no problem cleaning it up. Now, my mother's argument is that if I wasn't living here, Callie wouldn't be living here. But my counter to that is, what if you had been dog sitting her for me?
Okay. The show or the poll is out there. So should Chris have to clean up the toy that Callie chewed while he was watching her? Yes or no? I was limited in
characters.
So that was the best I could do.
I think we know by the end of this episode what the results of that poll will be.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But because she was whiny and I was like, oh, she got a new toy here.
Totally fine. Give her the toy. But if she makes a mess with that toy, it's not my responsibility.
But I was working too.
That's fine.
So
I once gave her a toy while I was cleaning and still had to clean up the mess afterwards. It's no big deal. Bubba pees on the floor sometimes when I'm watching him. And you know what? I clean it. No big deal.
Okay.
But magically,
see.
when I'm not the one supervising the dog, suddenly it's all my responsibility to
We'll
clean
see
up again.
We'll just see. Let me see how this poll works
Mm-hmm.
because I've never used a poll on here before, so I don't know how to do it.
Got music playing.
I don't know how to do it. Oh, you know what? I did attach the phone to this, so we could take calls if we wanted.
Oh yeah. Well, Hannah Bankin might be ready to call in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she texted me this morning. Does your dad hate me?
Shut up.
I'm pulling up the receipts right now.
I forgot to.
We
tag
went
her
to
in
an
a photo.
event last
Yes.
night, a very fun event.
Yes.
Raised money for North High School's
Right.
booster club.
Yep.
And then Dad posted a bunch of pictures and tagged everybody and their mother, except for my best friend, who's been my best friend for a decade.
That I was friends with
and you mean the one who sometimes writes for this
One
blog
time.
that you?
She wrote one time.
Okay. Anyway, she said to me just randomly, "Does Chris hate me or something? He didn't tag me in the Facebook post." I said, "Call his out. Rude." And she said,
did.
"But tagged everyone else and their dog. I should."
She did.
I said, "I didn't even look to see if you were tagged because I thought everybody and their mother was already tagged." She said, "Correct. I think he has beef with me."
No, I don't.
I said, "I am so sorry for his manners. He's still learning." And she said, "He didn't say bye to me last night either." Yeah, he is still learning.
I did too.
She said, "Men are developmentally behind."
Okay, well, that's probably.
I said, "I think he wants to fight." And she said, "I think he does too. I don't know what he wants from me." So I said, and then I said, "I think we need to bring you on the pod to discuss." And she said, "I think you're right." And I said, "We need to have a beef with Chris segment where people can call in. You can be our first." She said, "I agree. I'll behave."
She won't. She's not calling in. So.
Well, let me ask her.
No. She has to see it on her own. You can't be prompting her. That's not right.
Any hoodles.
All right, so we have new segments on the show that we're gonna do. Did you prepare any of this or no? Because it was a spur of the moment idea.
Yeah, but I know I read the biopic on Facebook.
Yes.
So I know what we're gonna be discussing, and I'm excited to talk about this next one of the segments with you.
Okay, so we are currently watching The Sopranos. We haven't watched an episode for a while, so we can talk a little bit about that. But some of the new stuff that we're going to do is Explain This to Me segment. This is going to be the segment where Caitlin explains something to me from her era, or I explain something to her from her era, or from my era.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Statutes of Limitations segment where you confess one thing that happened that now you feel like you shouldn't get.
The statute of limitations are up. But once I became an adult, statute of limitations are bygone.
Does that reenact when you move back in?
No, because what I do when I move back in doesn't matter because I'm an adult.
No, but now, like, you can't just, this thing's going to fall.
You didn't tighten it enough. Having some technical difficulties with our equipment. This is why you check twice. Measure twice, cut once. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. All right, we're good. Okay. We're good. Maybe if I just stop messing around with it.
Yeah, like just stop touching it. I haven't had to touch my mic this whole time.
But...
Put some pillows behind you to give you some stability.
See,
we've got a million of them.
I'm old.
And now it's falling. It's
okay.
You know what? This is real.
It is.
This is starting business from scratch. I love all the feedback from the metal mic stands.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay, now get it to a position and don't touch it anymore.
I'm not touching it anymore.
Okay, are you comfortable?
Well, no, now it's in my front of my face.
Oh my gosh.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Do you even remember what we were talking about before the mic fiasco?
Yeah,
okay.
The new segments. Yeah.
So which one are we going to start with?
How about instead of Sopranos, let's talk Survivor since we've been
watching. Oh yeah.
Let's talk.
So I'm Survivor. On like niche Survivor TikTok too. Yeah. So I see all like the videos the niche fans are making and like copying the trends. And I think I showed you one the other day and you were like, "I don't get it. This isn't funny." And I was like, "No, it's hilarious because Sari was mama holding baby Ozzy and baby Rizzo."
Yes.
Who's your front runner to win? There's still a lot of good options left in the game.
So who do I think the smartest player is Sari. Like she, I think, has some people fangirling her and are just following along with whatever she says.
If Sari makes it to the final, she's winning.
Then I also think she has done the best at manipulating people and making them do certain things that they normally do.
But not manipulating them in a way that they feel like betrayed or anything.
I'm just saying, like getting them to think the way she wants them to think and act the way she wants them to act, which she's done all the time.
She really plays with a lot of honor and integrity, I would say.
The difference is the rest of the other seasons, people were smart enough to figure out she can't stick around. And I think that she's got another level here of, they're fangirling her and they're so blinded by this fan thing that they're going to let her stay a while. It was the same thing when she played Big Brother a couple years ago. And people were like, oh my God, Sari. And there was no reason for her to be in that show. Like,
well, and I think also along with that, it's not like, there are lots of big shields right now. Yeah. So like Sari can make it. I mean, and you can argue for any player to win that's still left in there because they've all made their mark on the season that they were in.
The problem with Sari being able to win is at some point she needs to be able to win immunity and win challenges. And she's just never been able to do that. You know what I mean? She's just not physically there to like make these individual challenges or whatever else. I think is going to be hard for her. She's in a position where somebody's going to have to take her to the final two, and nobody should do that.
Yeah, but I think Ozzy really would.
No,
you don't think so?
Not after she outed him the last time. No.
Oh, no. I forgot about that.
I think he is in another position where he's been trusting and wronged so many times that I think he's going to be a little cutthroat at the end, which is why he had no problem getting rid of Coach this last time.
Yeah. Well, and I think that he's learning like, I actually have to play a social game to win. Like, I can't just win. I just can't come back to camp with a bunch of fish.
Right. Yeah. Hey, turn your mic down. They said a little bit. You're a big difference. So.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. So, but yeah, that's. I don't know. I just think that, is this falling again? Feels like it's falling.
It is. You're not tightening it enough, man.
I am actually. I'm just pulling it too far close to me. So there. I'll just sit up.
Okay.
It's fine. So being said, I want Sari to win. I don't think she will because she has to win a challenge at some point.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's Jonathan. Because I also think he has the ability to play a smart game and he can pull out challenges when he has to. I don't understand why this is doing it.
I don't either.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, I'll talk about my front runner real quick and then maybe we can take a break and fix the mic.
You know what? I will mute mine.
Okay. So I'm really thinking I was a huge fan of Rick Devens in his first season that he played. I really wanted him to win. I'm also a huge fan of Christian. I just loved the little nerdy vibe, and he was so underestimated in the season that he played. I was very happy that Mike got out early in the season.
Okay, so I forgot about Rick.
Yeah, Rick Devens. Gosh, he's so good.
That idol thing was like, because I remember when they hit it the first time, I was like, for 2 weeks, I was like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Like, nobody's going to be smart enough to go find it.
Yeah.
Because I thought they had hit it for a reason of like hoping somebody would find it and try to play it.
Yeah.
And then it would just be a big joke. But then I think you had said something to me like, well, what if they try to use it?
I think I said the week before the episode, or either before we watched that last episode, I was like, I was thinking about it, and I think that's a contingency plan. If they hear their name on the block, they are going to say, well, I found a clue to this idol, and pull it right before the votes are read or right before they go to vote.
Yes.
To try to get people to
because
not throw
nobody would know, like, that was brilliant. Now that I look back at that was super cool. Now I listened to what's the girl that we always talk about on TikTok, blonde. She's always complaining sometimes or whatever about that she didn't get to do on the season.
Kelly Wentworth.
Yes, Kelly Wentworth. So she pointed out something the other day on a TikTok, that it was a perfect timing to use that, because the reason that people really believed it was because Aubrey had played hers the week before, and they were talking that, hey, that idol's now back in play.
Yeah.
So if Aubrey wouldn't have played that, and then
it made it more believable.
Because, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. Here's what character didn't get brought back to season 50 that you think should have been brought back?
Man, there's a few. I mean, I like a lot of the players from like earlier. I like that they brought Colby back. But I really would have liked to see Russell Hantz.
He was first season winner, right? Or no,
he
that
never
was
won. He went back to back as runner-ups.
That's right. Who was the first season winner?
Oh, that was Richard Hatch. He's not coming back.
No,
he won't come back. I interesting enough, I saw another TikTok that the kind of like speculated reasons why they wouldn't bring somebody like him back. Number one was because he was convicted of tax fraud at one point.
Yeah.
But also he got naked on both seasons. And then after that one Dan guy got kicked off for inappropriate behavior, they were not going to touch that they were not going to touch that at all. So, but Russell Hantz would have been interesting to bring back. Poverty was pregnant. That's the reason why she didn't come back. Jerry Matheny, I think it was a miss. They should have brought her back.
Oh, wow. I forgot about Jerry. She was from Colby's season.
Yeah, she was from Colby's first season. And the other guy that I would have liked to see back was Philip. The guy that always said he was like in the FBI or something or whatever, and Rob totally screwed him, and in Winners at War or something. No, not at Winners at War, but so yeah. Those would have been the ones I would have liked.
Yeah.
I've watched every season, and I haven't rewatched them recently like you have.
Yeah, well, and
I just rewatched them all in 2020, and it's hard for me to remember everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody can remember all those people. So
no, it's like literally all they do is just Survivor super fans.
So who would you have liked to have seen brought back?
Ooh, that's a good question. I've been sitting here trying to rack my brain thinking about that, but it's hard for me to like think about people that I really liked. I was happy to see Rick Devens back because I've been wanting Rick Devens to have another shot. Like I think about like those characters, Ethan and Joe. Like, and I don't know what some of these people are doing now. Or do you remember Debbie? She was like this scrawny, old lady who every time she got on screen, she said she was doing a different career.
Yes.
Like I once did hostage negotiation or something. Yeah. She would have been a fun, interesting character, I think, to see interact with Coach.
Yes. I'm not surprised that Boston Rob didn't come back on. He's been on so many times.
JT would have been cool to see.
JT would have been great.
Or who was the other guy from his season? Steven was his name, right? That JT and Steven in Tokentons. Or Tyson.
I'm not a big Tyson
I wasn't
fan.
a huge Tyson fan on this some of the seasons, but then I've seen some of his podcast clips, and he's really funny actually. Yeah. And then when you look at some of his clips all put together, and there's TikTok videos of Tyson mentality, and it's actually so funny. And Tyson being like, don't wear your feathers to tribal council. Everyone will laugh at you. Yes. Don't tell your stories. Nobody cares about your stories. Nobody believes your stories.
Right.
Those Tyson moments are kind of what make him really funny. And I think what won me over with Tyson was he came back to, I think it was Winners at War when Rob and his wife Amber were on it.
Yeah. That was season 40.
Yeah, and he was talking about like you could see it softened up. Like he had became a father and like so I think it would have been interesting to see him now. Yeah. And I really wish they would bring back all the things that we love about original Survivor, right? 39 days, going to different locations.
That's the big one for me. I get why they can't.
Naked and Afraid does it.
But yeah, no, well, but they're not building these gigantic challenges and
production
studio. Yeah. I get it, but I wish they would just maybe move. Like you don't see the weather like you used to in Fiji. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't see the extreme heat and cold. It's just, I don't know.
And not that we want players to suffer, but also like,
I think the older players do though. Like I think they think this new era is hard.
I mean, easier. Like and like I've read a few things. Like people have made a lot of comments on Reddit about like, why does everybody look like they're in full glam this season? Yeah. Like, I think, and like I think Survivor allows them to bring extra clothes because in the past players would get skin infections or their clothes would get tattered and torn and weren't properly
and
covering
if you notice
them
too,
and
like they're all have the same color clothing for the tribe.
Well, I've noticed that in earlier seasons too. Like I think if you look at some of like
I wish they would bring themes back.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So not necessarily just
cold peppers. That would have been cool to see them back.
Did you know that their son just committed suicide like a couple months ago? Yeah. But themes would be cool, right? Mm-hmm. Like blood versus water or brains versus bronze versus beauty. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Gen X versus, I think they did millennials versus
Gen X. Mm-hmm.
And they did like blue collar and white collar and no collar. That was a good one. No collar were people just like drifters that just like they had a job, but they weren't. Yeah, it was really good. So they should bring stuff like that back. So
that would be really interesting to see because I think that's what Survivor started out as, right? Like a social experiment. Like what happens if we bring different groups of people together? Do you remember the season that not to interrupt you? The season that Ozzy was originally on.
I don't remember what
season
it was.
I think Cook Islands, where they separated the tribes by race. At the very beginning. That. And it's like they would never doing
the pirate one. Wasn't the Cook Islands the pirate one? With Rupert?
Oh, maybe it was. Yeah. No, I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of a different.
One you're talking about though.
But it was Ozzy's first one. But yeah, they separated them by race. Yep. And I'm just like, you would never see them do something like that now.
No. I saw something for Big Brother Reddit, and it was an interesting like, what if they did a season for Survivor where it was just like everybody that finished as a runner up, so everybody that was a runner up and didn't win, like give them a second chance, right? Mm-hmm. Like a second chance, episode or whatever. And then somebody years ago said on one of the reunion shows, that's the other thing we need to talk about is that somebody had pitched an idea that they should do a Survivor with every player that got voted out first. And Jeff was like, I mean, no offense, but they got voted out first because they were terrible. So like, nobody would want to watch that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, you cast them. Like you must have thought that they were going to be good. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. I don't like that they read the winner right there.
Oh.
And
this is where we differ.
And they don't bring everybody back for that. That's what I don't care for that. Like there's a lot of stuff that happens pre-jury that I'd like to hear those. And it literally is maybe a half an hour.
Yeah. So I think in a perfect world, what I would like is at that initial, like that last tribal council, I like the setup we have. And because I like in the raw in the moment, like, okay, you lied to me 6 days ago about this, or like, I'm catching you in this lie, or like, oh my goodness, I'm realizing you were telling me the truth the whole time.
But they don't know that because it's fresh and raw. Imagine you thinking so-and-so had your back the entire time or whatever else. And then you go watch the season and then you realize that he was manipulating you.
Which is why I think we need both. which is why I think we need I think we need a live reunion after. Like, I think after, because I like the raw and in the moment right there. I think it's really cool because there's a lot of emotions in those raw and a lot of truth and what their truth and perspectives. But then I think it would be really interesting then after that. Okay, now we're going to go to the live reunion show, and at the live reunion show, you have everybody back. Or maybe it's
a week later and people sit for a week and think about it.
I'm telling you, because Love Island this last summer went really big on social media and everybody was watching it. And then they didn't have the reunion until because it was live when we were watching it, and we had the reunion in September and everybody was sat waiting for it. So Survivor could be we're going to have a season 50 reunion that last week, milk it an extra week, making more money. I'm giving you ideas here, Jeff.
That's right, Jeff. Listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
We know what the fans want. You say in the hands of the fans. This season we did not ask for these things.
Billie Eilish. We didn't ask for Billie Eilish.
We did not ask for
so if I hear her name
two people, oh my goodness. I think she gets a little bit of coin every time they say her name.
Was Kelly Wentworth? She was like, isn't it weird that she's not tweeted or publicly spoke one time about this entire season?
Yeah.
It's weird, but they keep mentioning her.
Yeah, and I think it was Rupert, who was like, yeah, they didn't. It's weird that they filmed a man carrying dead fish from the grocery store up on the beach, because he did not go out and catch that.
Right.
All
right, let's get a break, and then we're going to. Do you have something from your era that you want to talk about?
I can think of something.
All right, let's get a break. We got about 4 minutes here of advertisers. We have some new advertisers. One of the ones is USFEX, which is an AI shipping software. You can just send your shipping information right to them in a PDF. It'll handle your brokerage and things like that. And then we teamed up with the Iowa Lifeline, the Animal Lifeline of Iowa.
Oh, yes.
That is the only non-kill shelter in Iowa that takes care of special needs dogs and cats and animals and things like that. And they need our help. So we're asking you to donate or to go shop at the thrift store or go find your new pet, right? So
we once bought a handy dandy fryer from that thrift store.
We
long
did.
ago. Yeah, they've been in our hearts since then.
That's right, for the state fair contest.
That's right.
All right, let's get a word from all our sponsors, and then we'll be back with our next segment.
Buying or selling a home is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. That's why choosing the right real estate team matters. The Jenny Farrell team with RE/MAX Concepts has been helping families across the Des Moines metro find the right home since 1998. Born and raised right here in the community, Jenny understands the neighborhoods, the market, and what truly makes a house feel like home. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading your space, or preparing to sell, the Jenny Farrell team provides expert guidance every step of the way, from market analysis and listings to negotiations and closing. Their consultative approach means you'll feel confident, informed, and supported throughout the entire process. Jenny Farrell Team, RE/MAX Concepts. Call or text 515-779-7500. Visit jenniferfarrell.remax.com. Experience you can trust. Results you can move into.
In the heart of Des Moines, one name has stood above the rest: Iowa Beef Steakhouse. Step inside, and you enter a place where tradition still matters, where the atmosphere feels familiar, warm, and unmistakably Iowa. Service isn't rushed. It's personal, attentive, and rooted in genuine care. And before the main event, the freshest start in the city, our signature salad bar, crafted every single day. Then comes the reason people have returned for generations: Iowa beef, hand-seasoned with pride. Guided by flame, forged by heat. This is where flavor becomes legend. Served with the same care it was crafted with, a meal meant to be remembered. And whether the night calls for bold, smooth, or something in between, our bar offers a selection as rich as our history, including the old-fashioned we've become known for: balanced, Timeless, unforgettable. And long after the fire cools, the glow of this place stays with you. Iowa Beef Steakhouse, 1201 East Euclid Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa. Where Iowa comes for steak, done right.
Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing your home, or if it's simply time to renovate the one you're already living in, you need an experienced mortgage professional to help you analyze your financing options and to make sure the closing goes smoothly. And that's exactly what you get when you call Kyle Lehman at Wintrust Mortgage. Kyle's experience and expertise, coupled with Wintrust's rates and programs, ensures you'll get the mortgage that's right for you. You may even qualify for down payment assistance. Before you reach out to a realtor, call Kyle and get pre-qualified, empowering you to start shopping for the home of your dreams. Call Kyle at 515-473-0546. Kyle Lehman, Wintrust Mortgage, 515-473-0546.
Let's be honest, pizza is something almost every family enjoys. You're already grabbing one at the store, so why not choose the best tasting pizza that also supports a cause we all care about? That was the challenge behind We Will Pizza. Create the ultimate frozen pizza for Cyclone fans. Big flavor, bold toppings, and options for everyone, including gluten-free choices that don't sacrifice taste. And if you haven't tried it yet, the real MVP? The breakfast pizza. Perfect for early kickoffs, tailgates, or watch parties when Hilton Magic or Jack Trice Energy is calling. Every bite helps benefit Iowa State student athletes, so your game day spread does more than just taste amazing. It gives back. We Will Pizza. Made for Cyclone fans, built for tailgates, and ready whenever you are. We will, you will, Cyclones will.
All right, we're back. That is some of our sponsors. We just can't do this kind of stuff without them. All the Three Beards Media. We were able to support the North High Boosters Club last night. Bought a table there and gave some money back. I won the 50-50 and then gave it back.
Yeah. How much was the 50-50?
I think it was like $150.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice. So was able to contribute there and
I saw that you had commented something about like looking forward to helping out more. So did you have a conversation?
Yeah. I talked to Chad just a little bit. Last October, I went up to Waterloo to help my boss Marcus live stream the high school playoff game up there, and it was really interesting. It was interesting to do, and I was like, man, I totally know how to do this now. And I reached out to Norwalk here, and they already have somebody, and so I just kind of put it in the back of my head. And I was talking to Bill last night. I was like, "Does anybody do it?" And he's like, "I don't think anybody does that here." So I said something to Chad, and we're gonna have a conversation. We'll see what happens, but
like live streaming and then
live streaming the football games and doing play-by-play and color and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
for North High. So maybe, I don't know, and we see what it would do and see if we can help them out. So
yeah,
it'll be fun.
It's a great community.
It is. Yeah, you teach up in that neighborhood. So
I do. Yeah.
So,
no, it's a beautiful community, and
Bill
gets overlooked a lot.
Bill was talking last night about how much it's kind of had a renaissance and it's come back. It's in that little corridor right there where
those shops up there with Highland Bakery, Slow Down, Chuck's.
Yeah, there's Chuck's.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a live show with Billy and Willie's podcast there every fourth Saturday on starting in June.
Is that what you said?
May 30th, we're doing Bill's doing a comedy show there. And
we'll yes, that's right.
So, yeah. So, all right. So, what from your era?
Well, I was going to talk to you. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about things that were banned in school in your era. Like for me, one of the biggest things banned in school was silly bands. Do you remember silly bands?
No.
Silly bands were the rubber bands shaped like different things.
Yeah.
I mean, from animals, and you were just trying to collect them, and we would wear them all up our arm, but it became such like a trading frenzy and a distraction at school that we had to, we weren't allowed to bring silly bands to school.
I'm trying to think. I feel like maybe there was so at one time, way before smartphones and everything else, there were these little games you could play on a watch, and it was basically like Pong, right? Like it was very rudimentary. You know what I mean? But then those little handheld games too. So there used to be a little handheld football game, and so any of those little handheld things you couldn't have those.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but like something like you wouldn't think would be that big of a deal, rubber bands, they were banned. And I'm trying to think, there were so many things banned. I was listening to a podcast about these. Now this is more millennial, but they were called Pogs.
Dave said we had no bands. We didn't. We had no bands. We were free falling.
Okay.
All over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just cigarettes were banned.
Okay. Well, obviously drinking in class.
Okay. Well, I mean, although
that one guy, Brian Searcy, totally broke that rule in 9th grade.
Brian, you just outing him right now? Statute of limitations are up. But Brian Searcy, principal's coming for you.
Dude, he 9th grade English class, 9 o'clock in the morning, first class of the day. We're sitting in class. He sits right in front of me, and he goes, "Hey, Chris, tell the teacher I don't feel good." Why don't you fucking tell her you don't feel good? No, I really. And he just spews Mad Dog 20 all over the desk, and it was like pink and purplish color or whatever, and it stunk so bad.
Had some grape MD20, huh?
He left and went to the bathroom, and it just sat on the desk until she was able to get some paper towels. And for years after that desk had like a purple stain on it.
Gross.
It just like permatrated.
See, you had people who were drunk in your high school. I heard that somebody dropped acid in math class once. These Gen Z and their fancy drugs.
Jeez.
Yeah, no. I'm like, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
There's no way drinking, and I
couldn't imagine.
Hand to God, the first time I ever had anything to drink was when I was 18. I was a senior, and it was in the basement of Dean Hennessy's house. It was me and Scott Woodruff and Dean Hennessy, and we were drinking beer in his basement. I'm not even sure how we got the beer. I have no idea. We spent the night at Dean's house, and we drank in the basement. And we were 18. We were all 18. Now, I think they had drank before that. But then, let's see. Dave said, no alcohol, no tobacco, no guns, no swearing. That's it. That's the list.
I don't believe that.
But we had this friend. I can't even tell you where this person lived, on the south side somewhere. And his parents, actually it was his mom, because I think she was a single mom, let us drink whenever we would go over there, because she just figured at least you were safe here and you could drink here. And then she would drive us home. So, yeah.
Could never be my parents.
No way.
No.
That's not happening.
I mean, I was musical and choir nerd. Like, we were down here singing High School Musical and reenacting Pitch Perfect. Like, we weren't going crazy. I will say there was one time that after school on a Wednesday, I brought Haley here and Abby here.
Is this the statutes of limitations?
No, I mean, it could qualify under that, but I know I'm not going to get in trouble because it's a really funny story. And I wouldn't have really gotten in trouble anyway back then. So, but it was after school, and early outs on Wednesdays, sometimes we'd bring friends over and hang out. And that was before this basement was finished. Yeah. So we had those old maroon couches and concrete floor. This was before we took the carpet out upstairs and brought it down here. So we were still on concrete floor. No, I was in 8th grade, and Abby brought her friend Amanda, and they were like, we did a Ouija board at Amanda's house the other night. And Amanda lives like 5 houses. Like, she lives on the street. And they're like, and we talked to a ghost named Suzanne. We think we should contact her again. She's really nice. And now me, who loves horror and scary stuff, I'm like all for it. And like, I'm a firm believer in Jesus. And they didn't actually have a Ouija board. They took a piece of paper out of that Brother printer that's still sitting right over there, a Bic ink pen, and wrote out the letters like a Ouija board and wrote yes and no. And then took, they didn't have the little eye thing. So what's the next best thing? Bath and Body Works perfume cap. Everybody say it together. Yes, that is going to get the spirits to
bring the spirits in.
Yeah. So then they're on the concrete floor. Now, of course, I don't want to haunt my parents' house. So I go upstairs and grab the Morton salt.
Yeah.
And make a little salt circle around Abby and Amanda. And me and Haley Quick are sitting on the couch, and I'm like, all right, where's Suzanne? Where's she at? And it starts moving, and Haley starts bawling. She born and raised cradle Catholic. Okay.
Yeah. No,
so the guilt was eating her. She's like, we're going to hell. The demons are going to attach to us. She's freaking out. And I'm like laughing because I'm a terrible friend. A terrible friend. Because I'm like, girl, it is a printer paper written with ink pen and a Bath and Body Works cap. Talking to some ghost named Suzanne that they talked to 2 days ago down the street. Girl, be for real. And then I was like, I have to sweep up all the salt before my parents get home.
Oh my God. I actually have a Ouija board story about Practice Mom. So how's that for a tease? Let's get from the rest of our sponsors. Styled by JJ Boutique, Coach's Kolaches, USFEX, and then the Animal Lifeline. And then we'll come back. I'm going to tell this Practice Mom story.
Gentlemen, let's be honest. Finding the perfect gift for your wife or girlfriend isn't always easy. You want something thoughtful, stylish, and unique. And that's exactly what you'll find at Styled by JJ Boutique. Julia Bradshaw and her team strive to be your go-to boutique for casual, boho, and chic clothing and accessories, helping women elevate their style one piece at a time. Located right here in Johnston, Iowa, Styled by JJ brings trendy, high-quality fashion that boosts confidence without breaking the bank. So, if you're looking for a gift that says, I get you, instead of I tried, head to Styled by JJ Boutique. Because nothing makes her smile like feeling beautiful. Styled by JJ Boutique, where style meets confidence. Visit our Johnston location or shop online at styledbyjjboutique.com.
When you walk into Coach's Kolaches, you might be a little overwhelmed by all the great choices, but do not be overwhelmed by how to say it.
What's a colache? Oh, kolaches? Kolache?
Kolaches?
Kolaches?
Like the shoes? No, that can't be right.
It's kolache, but it don't matter what you call it, as long as you call it good.
Start your morning the Coach's Kolaches way. Every single batch is made fresh at sunrise by Coach himself. You can taste the care in every bite. Craving something savory? Go with that branded Texas flavor. Warm, hearty, and packed with down-home goodness. Or maybe you're craving the sweeter life. Then you've got to try the fruit-filled kolaches or those soft, fresh cinnamon rolls that practically melt in your mouth. Got that game day fever? We got just what you need at that tailgate.
How's it going, man?
Good.
Tailgating this weekend.
Yeah, what can I get
Big
you?
one. Give me a dozen jalapeno sausages and 6 each of the sausage and bacon.
And listen, we all know how good these are, so you better get more than you think. So run, don't walk to Coach's Kolaches, 2777 100th Street in Urbandale, or call ahead for big orders at 515-802-6200. Freight brokers and shippers, are you tired of drowning in emails, spreadsheets, and endless manual work? Introducing USFEX, your AI-powered private freight command center. Simply email your PDF rate confirmation or bill of lading to intake@us-fx.com. In seconds, our AI captures every detail, sets up your shipment, verifies carriers, and launches a live digital workflow. No IT setup, no delays. Build your private carrier network instantly. Send bids only to your trusted partners and watch real-time tracking handle everything from pickup to delivery. Cut the friction, boost your margins, scale with ease. US Fex, the smarter way to move freight. Visit us-fex.com today and get your free demo. Start transforming your operation.
Not every animal gets a fair shot. But that's exactly what Animal Lifeline of Iowa is here to change. Since 1986, they've been stepping in for the ones who need it most. Injured, abused, orphaned, and special needs cats and dogs across Iowa. This isn't just a shelter, it's a lifeline. As Central Iowa's only no-kill shelter dedicated to special needs animals, they provide life-saving care, rehabilitation, and the opportunity for every animal to find a forever home, no matter how long it takes. But here's the deal. They can only save as many lives as the community supports. So get involved. Donate online. Hit up the Animal Lifeline thrift store, where every purchase fuels their mission. Or, better yet, find your next best friend and adopt. Because every tail wag, every purr, starts with someone like you. Animal Lifeline of Iowa, where we provide much-needed TLC and a safe space until they find their home.
All right, and we're back. So that commercial with the little meowing kitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute.
I'm surprised
I almost wanted a cat.
Yeah, I think that's...
And you know how much I despise them.
You know what? I foresee...
Callie, do you want a cat?
Callie,
you want a cat?
you want kitty?
Want a kitty cat?
Yes.
It's like, no, I don't.
What do you think?
You want a kitty cat? Huh? Watch this, everybody. She doesn't like it when you blow in her face.
Oh, all right. Okay, now you gave her the zoomies.
Practice mom story.
Okay.
Battery's low. So practice mom story. I went over to her house that she was living in with your grandpa and grandma house, and walked up to her room. We were talking, and I looked on the ground, and there was a Ouija board game made by Milton Bradley, by the way. And I go, you can't be fucking serious. And she's like, that's real. Like, that stuff is real. And I was like, it's made by Milton Bradley. I said, do you think they have like a special, like, spooky area at the Milton Bradley factory where they kick out these fucking boards and they do some kind of blessing or something over them? I said, what happens if if a Monopoly board accidentally goes through there and they accidentally curse that one? So Mr. Moneybags just going to kill people? I was like, what did they send that through a special section of the factory to get cursed before they get boxed up? Like, come on.
You know what's funny is after Grandma Betty died and we were cleaning out that house, I found that Ouija board in that house still.
I think Dave is making fun of my Animal Lifeline commercial because he asked where Sally Struthers was.
For just 5 cents a day, you too can help support an animal in need. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just auditioning to be the next voice.
Yeah, well,
I'll even sing them a little ditty if they want.
There you go. A little ditty. Yeah. So yeah, that's how much I think that Ouija boards are full of shit.
Okay, ready for what's past the statute of limitations?
Past the statutes of limitations. I can't get mad.
Well, no, you can't get mad. Well, you can get mad, but you can't do anything about it now.
I think I can. I can shut the
Okay,
Wi-Fi
well,
off. I can shut your Wi-Fi access off.
Okay. Any hoodles.
Okay.
So this actually stems from the other day. I was looking under my bed because Callie got under there.
Oh, yes.
And I found my diary from...
I thought we were going to read from that.
We could read from it. I will not be saying any of the names. The names will be redacted.
That's
you know what? I'll go read the specific entry that stems from this statute of limitations.
Because I'll talk about the adoptable for the week.
Okay.
That is at the Animal Lifeline this week. So every week, as part of the deal that we're going to do with the Animal Lifeline, we are going to talk about an adoptable of the week. So this week, we are talking about the adoption promo going on starting April 21st through May 31st. So that is 2 days from now. They will. It's all their adult dogs only have a $50 adoption fee. So, and we'll start with one of the first eligible dogs, which is Delilah. Delilah is a 5-year-old Labrador Retriever. She's on a bit of a weight loss journey, aren't we all? But we're making progress. Delilah came to us when her owner could no longer manage her care due to outside circumstances. Delilah is a picture of health and vibrance and so much fun. She does suffer from storm and firework anxiety. And she, for which she has medication and a routine. So if you're interested in finding and then looking at Delilah, contact the Animal Lifeline Center. I'm going to post Delilah's photos and a little adoption information on our social media. But for $50, she's an adult dog. She's adorable. I can't wait to show you guys these photos. But she's a little black Labrador, and she needs a home. So $50 adoption fee. All right, Caitlin, what do you got?
All right. Well, this, first of all, there's lots in here.
From the archives of Caitlin Shipley.
I kept notes that got passed in like study hall and stuff. Like I have receipts. But today's statute of limitation stems from this journal entry from December 20th to 2013. Now, Chris Shipley, what year do you remember your daughter having her first boyfriend?
I don't remember.
Who do you think my first boyfriend was? Who do you remember as the first guy I brought home?
Like serious guy?
No, not first serious. Like
because that would be Benavini.
This was before Ben. Do you remember? Okay, let's try not to say names.
Well, don't ask me if I remember, and then.
Okay, well here I'll point because this person's name has to.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I believe he moved into a house that we looked at.
Correct. Okay, yes, and he took me to my first formal.
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
However,
okay,
there were secret boyfriends.
Okay.
And so from the diary of, and I don't think I brought that person around until like February of February-ish.
Yes, that's correct.
This date entry is from December and it's actually about somebody else. Okay. So you should have gotten me into therapy sooner. Anyway.
Okay.
December 20th. So today, out of nowhere, boy number 1 said, "Hi, Caitlin," to me. I was so excited, but I think I'm going to say yes to boy number 2.
Okay.
OMG, I could have.
Help me out. Boy number 2 is the one you ended up going to the formal?
No, I haven't even. That's boy number 3. Boy number 1 was just an acquaintance who I thought was cute and I had a crush on. Boy number 2 was the one that I was secretly dating, and boy number 3 was the one who you know is my first official. It's fine.
I'm just trying to
listen. You don't understand what it's like to be a preteen girl and be boy crazy.
You're exactly right.
Okay. I said, "OMG, I could have sworn Dad read this. Like he was asking me about boys' secret boyfriends and friends' boyfriends
Never
too."
Even knew it was there, so I did not read it just for the record.
It was so weird. I told my dad no. I feel bad I lied about boy number 2, but I don't know. Oh well, I guess.
You should.
Boy number 3 is.
Lie to your father.
See, and in my mind, in my diary, I knew that boy number 2 was trouble. So then I start talking about boy number 3. Okay. Boy number 3 is super funny. We have so much in common and we get along so well. I don't know why my friend left him. He was such a keeper. Oh, well, bye.
What friend was that?
The one who was over here the other night.
Oh, okay.
But she was totally 100% on board, as I talk about later on in the diary.
Okay.
But this statute of limitations stems that, yes, Dad, I did have boyfriends before you met my first official one. Now let's get something clear, though.
And that was boy number 3? The official one?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's get something clear, though.
And was he really a boyfriend? You just went to like.
Yeah. So let's talk about boyfriends and girlfriends, because are they really my boyfriend if I couldn't tell them about you? Therefore, you were my ride everywhere, and I couldn't go see them or visit them.
Yeah, because there's such thing as a school boyfriend when you get on school grounds.
And we would hold hands and sit next to each other in the assemblies.
Yes, that's a boyfriend. Yes.
Yeah. So that was the extent, because then they'd be like, "Well, do you want to like come hang out?" And I'd be like, "No, because I can't tell my dad where I'm going and I can't lie to him." So I only had school boyfriends. My first school boyfriend was in 2nd grade. His name, I'll spill the tea on this one.
It's Dalton or what?
No.
What is
Second grade. His name was Cody Jeffries.
Oh.
No, it's because, and I know where you're getting that name from. It's because Cody Jeffries and I started dating before art class. It was magical and beautiful. We got back from art class, and Dominic Madonias goes, "You just got dumped." Because I've definitely told you that story before. So I will say that I have been boy crazy since second grade. And you know what's not a coincidence? You know what else happened in second grade? My parents' divorce.
Shut up. You can't be putting that on me.
I'm just saying.
That's not my fault.
So really, you can't be mad at me. You just have to be mad at yourself.
Grade.
2008. I was in Miss Tercey's class.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Because Miss Tercey also had Tyler.
I blame practice, Mom.
Oh my God. You were the smart one who's supposed to get me into therapy. Their mental health should have mattered a long time ago, because maybe I would have been more well adjusted right now.
I'm not saying you didn't turn out terrible. I'm just saying.
But also, tell me that this is not the most 2013 coded diary you've ever seen. Yes, this is duct tape, because duct tape was the ish in 2013. And I actually want to bring it back and start making duct tape wallets again, just for the fun.
Speaking of 2013,
yeah.
Not quite, but I was reading a Reddit stream today, and somebody said they wanted to have a party themed from 2015, and I thought, you sons of bitches, that's only 11 years ago. But they made it seem like it was such an ancient time, and I just like, fuck off.
You know, a 2015 party would slap.
No different than a 20. What's different? There's nothing different.
Mustaches, chevron, peplum tops.
I don't know what a peplum top is.
Okay. And see, this is why you wouldn't be get invited to a 2015 party.
Look how upset I am that I'm going to go to a party.
And then you get 2015 music. You remember when like mustaches were the rage?
I feel like those are now.
No.
Yeah.
You know what's? Yeah. You know how I know you're getting old?
What?
You can't tell when trends die.
That whole mustache thing from like the Maverick movie. It was a big thing.
No, I'm talking about those cartoon mustaches that girls would draw on their fingers, and then the mustache duct tape.
I thought you meant real.
I'm not talking about like men having mustaches.
That's what I thought you were talking
about. I'm talking about like.
What do I know?
That's like when pumpkin spice lattes were really popular. See, you would like that.
They're not popular.
No, those are basic. And basic is an outdated term that I'm using. But I knew you would understand what I meant. It's a 2015 term.
What's the in coffee drink now
then? Not Starbucks, because people don't like going to Starbucks anymore.
I see people at Starbucks all the time.
Yeah, but like people aren't publicly saying that they're going to Starbucks really anymore.
What are they doing?
I don't know. Do you want to know what I'm getting?
Yeah.
I'm
scooters.
Yeah. How'd you know that?
Because.
How'd you know that?
Because I'm smart.
Because you also saw me at Scooters?
I might know more about you than you think.
Because you were also at Scooters?
Maybe.
I usually go to the one by my work, but I stopped at the Norwalk one.
At the time, I 4 days in a row, I stopped at the Burger King on Fluor Drive. This is when I worked at BH. And I stopped at the Burger King on Fluor Drive every morning to get breakfast. And one day, Mom gets in the car with me. That was when your iPhone would you're only 15 minutes away from, because it knew where your destination was.
Yeah.
And it came up and it said, "Oh, you're only 8 minutes away from Burger King." And Stacy's mom was like, "Why is your phone telling you you're only 8 minutes away from Burger King?" I was totally busted. And I was like, "I've been getting breakfast."
We're sitting in a fair. I'm eating secretly.
Sorry. She's like, "Christopher."
I know.
I know, but I ate there one time and it was so good. I just went 4 days in a row.
Stop.
Listen,
I could stop anytime I want.
Their croissant sandwich and their little hash rounds.
Croissant sandwich.
Oh, so good.
So good. Man, no, I stop a lot.
It's no Hardee's. I'll just say it's no Hardee's breakfast.
You check out my pinned tweet for that one. Yeah, I stop a lot at Scooters and Hyper. And that's what
I've
I like.
I've never had Hyper.
Hyper is like an energy drink. I drink them faster, and plus, well, no, I take it back. I don't drink them faster. I drink it all slow, and I would rather drink a lukewarm, like blue raspberry energy drink that went flat than a warm coffee, because either way I'm not drinking them fast enough, because if I do it hurts my stomach. And as a teacher I get limited bathroom breaks, so I stick with those.
My morning routine now is, it used to be, I used to have this stuff called God, I used to get it over at Joey's. It was like a power thing, but it was the orange mango was so good. But now I have on the way to work, I'll drink a liquid IV in a 24-ounce shaker bottle with some clear protein, some watermelon clear protein. So that's what I drink on the way to work. And then by 7:30, I have a cup of coffee with some Premier or some Fairlife in it for protein. Yeah. And then by 9:30, I'm having my first Celsius and I'm eating breakfast. That's my go-to routine in the morning.
My breakfast is 200 milligrams of Alani.
Jesus.
Sometimes a 300 milligram Ghost caffeine. I got to get through the morning, man.
I guess.
And then lunch is whatever's in the leftover basket. So sometimes cereal and applesauce and a cheese stick. Sometimes I don't want any whatever's in the leftover basket. Sometimes I have chips, or I go look in the lounge. Sometimes there's donuts from Cha-Cha's. So
nice.
You know, I scrounge for the day. And then I get home and I'm ravenous and I eat, and then 2 hours later you're like, dinner, and I'm like, I'm so not hungry, but now I have to eat.
I know, right?
So
I mean, you've only had this box of Cheerios down here for like a month.
No, this is if I want something sweet. Instead of eating donuts, I eat Cheerios because they're like mini donuts.
They're not like mini donuts.
Not sponsored.
That's right.
Actually, the banana blueberry ones are the goated, but I could not find them at Fairway.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, I got to go to bed.
This was a quick episode to get out there, and we wanted to test out the new equipment. Hope you kind of like the new setup. We'll get it a little bit more configured here and set up in more of a better detail. But we appreciate you guys listening. Check out the rest of the pods on the Three Beards Media Network. They've got Old Man Strength tomorrow night. Speaking of throwbacks, we're speaking to Steve Spears. He's the host of It's the 80s podcast. Dave Larson and I are going to do it. And then another episode of Billy and Willie on Tuesday night. And then probably a wrap-up show from Chair Shots and Chokeholds, because WrestleMania was tonight. So with that, we are out of here.
Like father, like daughter, we both know it's true. No one gets me quite like you.